from the first round. Right now, it's an all-Ford front row. Kyle Busch is going to try to spoil that. He had a 52.97 in round one.
Yeah, and if that's any indication of what his teammate is going to pick up from Todd Gilliland's 2/10 pickup, should be pretty good for Michael Mcdowell, but we'll see.
Late to the party, has just picked Mcdowell for the pole today.
Yeah, he really
something we did about, what, half an hour ago?
He went way out on a limb, didn't he?
I really did.
I mean, that's a pretty tough decision right there on prediction.
Yep.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. 52.69, Austin Cindric has them looking over the shoulder.
Yep. So what you're saying is you don't necessarily agree with Artie? Much fun if you agree with Artie.
Austin Cindric fastest. Kyle Busch trying to put a Chevrolet on the front row. Comes close. He is third. 52.86 for Kyle. He picked up 13/100ths of a second to earn a second row spot. The only question is, how fast will Michael McDowell be? 52.74 in round one.
Early in round one.
Very early.
Yeah, we're talking very early in round.
So having the most cool down time of any of these top 10 drivers, is that a plus or could it be a minus?
Well, I always like to have the engine as cool as possible. So any time you get that extra time, I think is good. The only downside to that is how cool does the oil get?
It's close, boys. Might come down a gust of wind. Really close.
Well, we know it'll be an all-Ford front row. And Steve Shaw and Charlotte, working with Larry Mack, tells us that those two Fords had exactly the same shift points on their qualifying lap.
Which makes sense. Those shifting points are all relayed down from the engine shop. They tell you when to do it. These drivers were on point, obviously, with those matching shifting points. Look at this. He's going to do it. Already wins.
Doug Yates' group has the front row. Fastest 3R Fords, 52.60. A pickup of 14/100ths. Michael McDowell, in the short space of this season, has won his second career pole.
Yes, sir. We're going. Second pole. Nice work.
Good job, everybody.
Third career pole for Front Row Motorsports. It'll be McDowell and Cindric, Front Row and Penske. Two Mustangs on row one for 500 miles tomorrow. Stay tuned for Race Hub, the General Tire.